Okay, so I decided to do a part 2 on this instead of going, need some GoPros or something. Decided to do a part 2 instead of adding on to where the first part where I fired my suppressed and my unsuppressed. I'm gonna fire a few more rounds, confirm my zero, get 5 out of 6 in the circle, and then I'll change to the qualification target. As you see here, let me continue on. I'll start off with my Bushmaster. I'm going to confirm the zero on that first, and then I'll switch over to my Colt and put 3 more in the circle on that. Send the targets down 25 meters using the M4 side. If you don't get that, just ask me questions about it down in the comments, and I'll explain to you all about zeroing the proper way instead of just putting a hunting target 175 meters down. There's better ways of doing it, fellas, especially with military rifles or ARs. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and send it down range, and we'll get started. It should take about a second. I know my videos always go on, be growling on. It's quite warm in here for first week in November. And I am shooting the right target, so here we go. Put on my glove. Try to get shooter's hands again. Alright. Using bipod today. I don't have fixed bipods in these rifles. I don't want it. Okay. Alright, remember to load the magazine this time. Alright, here we go. Let me get a situation. Get proper. Proper. Weapon is clear. Weapon's unsafe. Alright guys, that was my second set of 3 on my Bushmaster A3 unsuppressed. And we'll take a look. And this tip I can give you, marksmanship tip, is eat a decent breakfast or brunch or lunch, and don't drink a gallon of coffee on your way to the range like I did. And I put them right. I'll show you what I did here. If you saw in the first video, you saw my first 3. I'm terrible at this, but there's like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So it's shooting a little bit lower than my iron sights, but I call that good to go. That is zeroed. 5 of 6 rounds in the circle. It's a little bit low. But it's my dot sight. My iron sight's right on the crosshair, so I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to transition to my Colt and do get 5 of 6 on that, and then I'll switch to the other target. I'm going to pause it. Alright, here we go. Second set of 3 on my, confirm my zero on my my Colt suppressed. This was my EOTech dot sight. A bit all over the place on that one there. Alright, weapons are safe, weapons clear. Take a look. It's kind of all over the place. Actually, I kind of wish I would have made that first video, because people were shooting around me to my left and right. Now I'm the only one in here, so it's all quiet. Of course, go figure. When I'm making a video. And again, I am in the circle. So I've got 5 of 6 on my Colt suppressed using my EOTech dot sight that I got a few months ago on a great deal. If you want a good dot sight, a good EOTech, go shop now. Look on Amazon. Okay, so here we go. Here's the best one. That's my Colt. That was 1 and then 2, 3, something like that, and then 1, 2, 3. So that's a pretty good shot group, and those were actually more centered. So looking pretty good. I'm going to call those both confirmed 0, and this is with my sights, so my hollow sights. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my qualification target. So I'm going to have to stop this because I'm sure my camera's going to fall and stuff because, you know, I'm terrible at this. So back in a minute. Back in a minute. Okay, here we go. As I forgot to mention before, safety first always, boys and girls. Ear protection and eye protection. What we're going to be doing next is I'm going to be conducting a, since I confirmed my 0 on both my rifles, I'm going to be conducting the alternate C qualification. Be shooting 40 rounds, 2 20-round magazines, 2 rounds per each target. There is 10 targets ranging from 50 meters to 300 meters. This is the alternate C, so this is what you do when you don't have access to an actual pop-up range. And a lot of you guys on active duty that are like, that's a paper target, that's not what I'm saying. Well, you know, again, make sure your comments down below and I'll address them as we go. So you'll find out once you get out of the military, you're not going to have access to too many pop-up ranges. So here's what the target looks like. You send it down to 25 meters, and each target is what it looks like on a pop-up range. So here we go, 50 to 300. Okay, so I'm going to send that down range. Sorry for the little time lag difference here. I need to get me a couple of GoPros. I'm going to keep doing this. I have made too many shooting videos lately. Mostly it's been video game shooting, you know, videos on my YouTube channel and Facebook. But I've been telling everybody I'll get back. I've been having problems with my back. I've got another outpatient procedure on the 15th this month, and I'll tell you what, just by I just haven't been up to it because my back's been hurting so much. And even today I felt great. Just went out and got did some work on my truck a little bit, got my guns and ammo and everything loaded up, and my back was killing me. It's not feeling too great now, but I can get through this. Okay, so it's going to be 20 rounds supported with a bipod, and then 20 rounds unsupported, 2 rounds per target as we go through. So you'll figure it out. Okay, here we go. All right, weapons clear, weapons unsafe. And of course, it is suppressed. So here we go. Get your 45th, 2 rounds per. Try not to lose track. I know these glasses don't fog up. Here we go. Meter. Weapons clear. Next one will be unsupported. Whew. Gases. Man, I'd love to get that one of those gas systems, like on the 416s. One of these days, maybe, but it took me years just to get to this point. Oh, but the gas has come back in. You know, I used to see my eyes getting all red and swelling up, and my glasses are fogging up. So, all right. Catch 20 rounds. 2 rounds on each target. Unsupported. Good or gone. And this is a timed event, I just don't have anybody to time me. So I just try to go a little bit at combat speed. Pull one there too. Lock and clear. Nothing to save. Everything's good to go. Actually, it went okay, but I felt like I pulled a few. And we will find out in a second. Ooh, the gases. Oh my gosh. I think I had my allergy medicine this morning. Oh man, because I knew I pulled some. And I wasn't getting my front dot sight lined up. Yeah, I'm low on a lot of them. So I missed a lot. I was doing some things wrong on my longer range targets. I wasn't putting my dot on my red dot, which you still need a line of assignment. Or a line of sight of alignment, you know, to use both of them in the zero. And I found myself in the middle, kind of being distracted. So it looks like I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I missed 13, so that would be a unsatisfactory shooting. So I'll redo that one later. I know what I did wrong. I noticed it as I got about halfway through. And yeah. I'll redo that one later. I did pretty awful. But yeah, those gases start getting to you, distract you. And next I'm going to go ahead and pause it, change targets, and go to my Bushmaster. And yeah, I'll get some more practice with my Colt, let her do a lot better. I know what I did wrong. So even with a good dot sight, you still got to do the right things. And I use my front sight post, my A2 sight post, and the dot, and I line them up, and that's how I get my zero. And I found myself about in the middle. I recognized I wasn't doing that. So. And that is that. So I'll redo it later. Okay. Okay, here we are again. Transitioning to my Bushmaster A3 with the aim point dot sight and the aim point 3x magnifier. Zeroed on this one pretty good too. We'll see how the qual goes. I'll be doing the same standard 25 meter paper qualification again. 2 magazines, 20 rounds. First one will be with the bipod, and the second one will be unsupported. This is an Ultimate C qualification, so 2 rounds per. And then we'll transition over, take off the bipod, and do the second part. So let's see how it goes. So we'll catch half of me on here, but we'll see. I hate using bipod. This is but small tables, you know. All right. Cold almost fell off the table. Don't want that to happen. All right, here we go. Dot is active. And you can actually see. And there will be no gases this time. So. that son of a bitch hit me in the head. Face again. Kind of through. Clear. Tripod. Transmission. It's recorded. Yeah.
That's fine.
All clear. Hold it lock the last couple times it happens. Alright, see how we did. Went pretty smooth. You know, I pulled a couple of those, so see how it went. Pretty confident though. Getting distracted by gases and crap. See what we did. Looks like I missed 1, 2. One's on the line, 2 on the line, missed 1. That's a miss right there, that's a miss. So we got 2 on the black, so they'll count, but I missed 2. So 38 of 40, pretty good. And just so that's it. That's how you qualify. I'll show it to you. Get it up there. This one there, that's on the line. This one there, that one's on the line. Not bad, 30 out of 40. I mean, we'll call those 2 on the line. Good enough, 30 out of 40, that's expert. I'm happy with that. I'll just go back and, I know what I did wrong on my Colt. So I'll go back and redo that one. All right, thanks. If you liked it, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.